Okay, so the wheels are all off, and I'm learning to focus on one area at a time. So the first area I'm focusing on is these inner fender aprons, and they were like just coated in gunk. Since I'm going to be working on the brakes, I had to be able to find the nut for the brake line. It was completely buried. You can see it very clearly now, and probably the fact that it was buried saved it from being a rusty thing. You can even see the threads are really nice. But just for comparison purposes, the other side that I have not done yet, I can show you how gunked up it is. If you look there, you can't even see the nut. There's just a lot of stuff to clean up, but I'm going to clean it up very well, seam seal wherever I need to, and then get these two done. This will be, think of this as part one. I could understand, working on the car and why people would get overwhelmed and then not finish the project because they get randomized. I'm going to work on the trunk a little bit. I'm going to work on the brakes. I'm going to do this. And I don't want to be in that space. I want to be in the space of I do it right and don't give up on it. So to that end, I've compartmentalized. I said, okay, inner fender wells first. Okay, get them done, cleaned up, painted. Then into the bay area, which is really not bad, but I want to do the black in it. I want to do the blue on where it's supposed to be blue, and there'll be a radiator change and everything like that. But again, compartmentalize. Before I go on to panels, before I go on to doors, before I go on to the interior, I'm going to compartmentalize. All right, so this is day like 15 of this car. Okay, so just a quick update. The doghouse, or the box as they call it, I use the rust converter after cleaning it, that is, scrubbing everything down, wire brush. Use the rust converter on anything that was rusty, then use the rust containment, and now I have seam sealed on both sides, and then tomorrow I will POR the whole thing, so it's all uniform, and you don't get any more sealed than this. Show you the other side. Yeah, anywhere there was a seam, I seam sealed, even if maybe it wasn't supposed to. When I take the tape off, they'll look nice and neat though. It's the brush on type. And as you can see, the box is coming out pretty nice. Now the bags over the wheels there, or I should say over the hubs, I took the drums off and cleaned up all the bearings, which are in good shape. The drums are not in bad shape. The brakes, I'm going to do the brake job on it. It's inexpensive enough, and peace of mind. Plus, at the same time, I'll be doing the conversion of the single bowl master cylinder to the dual bowl. So as soon as I'm done with the outer, then we pull this radiator and we'll move everything aside and work on the inner box and the front box, and yeah, little by little. So that's it. Okay, I think this is what you would call overkill. So for the box, I had scraped everything down, not taking the old original factory coating which was there, but anything I could that was loose. Then anywhere there was rust, I used, well, actually I did it all over, the rust converter, which turns it to black oxide. There really wasn't a lot of rust here. And then I used the rust containment, which acts like a sealer. And then on top of that, I'll show you the other side too, POR 15. And you can't tell from the light, this is like a gloss black. Bottom line is, if this rusts in what's left of my lifetime or the next 50 years, I'd be totally surprised. Um, so, yeah, if you're going to do it, you do it right. Like I said, I took it all down, and you can see it's got the shiny coating, and did underneath and everything. And I'll be doing the frame that way too. But next project is moving on to getting everything out of the way here and doing the inner firewall. That won't be in PRR 15. That's just total overkill. But also the fenders, I don't want them to keep rusting. The outer part of the fender is really good, but I'm starting to get some surface rust on the inside and stuff. So this is going to get taken down and primered so that here's a picture of another one, the other fender. You can see I'm starting to get some surface rust here because the prior owner had left it out in the rain. So even though it was primered, that was not a good. So I got to take it down and re-primer it so it doesn't continue down that path until I'm ready to work on it. All right, that's it for now.